and good afternoon. Welcome to today's live English lesson here on the AM Language YouTube channel. It is 4:30, and if this is your first time here, make sure you subscribe to the channel. On today's lesson, we are looking at music English, TV shows, build your vocabulary, and we are looking at three theme tunes from three very popular TV shows back in the 90s. And yeah, back in the 90s. We're looking at Baywatch. We're looking at Friends. I'll be there for you. And we will also be looking at Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. So we've got three very fun theme tunes from three very popular TV shows for very different reasons, I should say. Good afternoon, Alejandra. Welcome to today's lesson. Lovely to see you here. Thank you for joining. Buenas tardes. We have Bruno. Good afternoon. Buona tarde. Leondina. Good afternoon. Buon pomeriggio. Irina F. Cliviet. Good afternoon. Evelina. Good afternoon. Buon pomeriggio. Welcome to today's lesson. What did I want to check? Yes, I wanted to check the number of subscribers that we have at the moment because we're getting closer and closer to our target. Right, so yeah, we need a bit of a push on the subscribers front. 775, still not quite 780. Yes. So it's the end of the week, and this past week we've looked at quite a few things. Yesterday was, I would say, more of a kind of a serious-ish topic as we are looking at hobbies, habits, and anxiety, coping with anxiety. Today is a fun lesson. We are looking at we're going to build our vocabulary, but we're going to look at three songs. But I'm also going to turn it into a bit of a listening exercise as well. So for the first one, I have to say, now recently, I don't know about you guys, but as I have grown older, I am looking at things that I remember growing up, and I have to say, were the programs, if you compare the quality of the programs back then to today, are they as good? Well, in terms of, the quality of the filming, maybe not. But my gosh, they were good fun to watch. So, let's see. Now, all of these I enjoy. I enjoyed all of them, the ones that we're going to look at. So, let's see. We're going to turn this into a listening exercise. Let's see. Okay, this one might be a little bit tricky. I'm going in with not individual words. No, you guys are going to have to listen to a little bit more. You're going to have to listen out for maybe like clusters of words, like 3 words at a time, maybe. Okay. See. Okay, right. That should be the verse. Now, the chorus. Now, the good thing about listening exercise is that you begin to hear what you think the song says and what the song actually says. And I've always got some of these lyrics wrong. A, B, C, D, E, A, B, C. So this is going to be D. Ooh. And that's the chorus. So we're going to have a little look at this. Bruno says, I heard something about presential classes start on June. Ah, okay. Physical classes. We would use the term physical classes. Start on June the 1st in Malta. Is it true? Yes, it is. That's the idea. That is, in fact, the idea. Come 1st of June, we should expect to be back in the classroom. Now, is it the 1st of June though? That's a good question. I'll find out. I'll find out. Let me ask someone while we're online. Okay. Do we do physical? Okay, so hopefully I can get an answer to your question so I can then tell you. Okay, so as you guys can see, we've got our lyrics over here. This is the verse and chorus. This is going to be a listening activity, actually. We're going to build our vocabulary in some bits, but you're going to have to listen for chunks of language. So when I say chunks of language, I mean 3 or 4 words at a time. So I'm going to do the first one for you, okay, just so you have an idea of what it should look like. Okay, so the example answer for A would be this. So it would then say, some people stand in the darkness. Okay, so that would be an example for the answer for number 1. So we're looking for about 3 words or so per one. In some cases, it might be 3 to 4. So let's have a little look. Now, sometimes I would say we need to try and predict. In other cases, it might be a little bit difficult. So have a little, I'm going to give you 30 seconds. Some people, we know the first one, stand in the darkness, afraid to step into the light. Some people need to help somebody when there's something in sight. So there, if you look at this, we're missing a verb. So what you can think about is, right, we probably need a verb there in, we probably need some kind of verb, maybe more than one word as well. But at least some kind of verb there. You've got the article the as well. So you probably need to think to yourself, right, we've got the, we need a verb. So we also need, okay, so example over here for B, we'd be thinking to ourselves, right, there's the, what usually comes after the, okay, maybe a noun of some kind, and I know I need a verb at some point. So you'll be thinking to I want to encourage you guys to think in terms of word construction. You see the, maybe a noun comes afterwards, but we know that we're missing a verb. So if there's 3 words that we're looking for, we know one needs to be a noun and one needs to be a verb. C, don't you worry, it's going to be all right. Something ready. I won't let you out of my sight. I'll be ready. Never you fear. Something else. I'll be ready forever and always. I'm always here. So let's have a go. I'm going to sing it twice, and you guys can try and fill in the correct answers. Okay, let's see how you guys do. Always a classic, this one. So, some people stand in the darkness, afraid to step into the light. Some people need to help somebody when the edge of surrender's in sight. Don't you worry, it's gonna be alright, 'cause I'm always ready. I won't let you out of my sight. I'll be ready. I'll be ready. Never you fear. No, don't you fear. I'll be ready forever and always. I'm always here. Okay, so I'm going to sing it again because it really is fun to sing. And then you guys can tell me what you hear in what you hear. There's always going to be a roll on in terms of like the theme. So for instance, the one of the things you can see in the chorus is I'll be ready, never you fear, I'll be ready forever and always, I'm always here. So there's going to be probably some kind of repetitiveness to this because it's a chorus in a song. So I'm going to sing it again, and you guys can put in what you think the answers are. I'm going to put the link to these songs below, and it's really good fun when you watch the original one, the original Baywatch with Hoffman. That's it, yes. Okay, let's go again. Some people stand in the darkness, afraid to step into the light. Some people need to help somebody when the edge of surrender's inside. Oh, don't you worry, it's gonna be alright, 'cause I'm always ready. I won't let you out of my sight. I'll be ready. I'll be ready. Never you fear. No, don't you fear. I'll be ready forever and always. I'm always here. And there we go. Is the Baywatch song? Yes, this is the Baywatch song from the TV program. Okay, so let's hear what you think the answers are. If you don't know what the answer is, just leave it blank. Okay. So Leoniandina says A is in the darkness. So some people stand in the darkness, afraid to step into the light. Some people need to help somebody when the edge of surrender's in sight. C calls I'm always ready. Okay. And D, no, don't you fear. If you agree with Leondina, let me know. Arena F comes in with B, the edge of surrenders. That's the hardest one to guess. That's the hardest one because there you've got 4 words instead of 3, but well done. You've come out with the same answer as Leondina. Let's see what your answers are. If you agree with Leondina, if you agree with Leondina, then tell me in the live chat. Da, 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 da. Yeah, let me know in the live chat if you agree with Leondina. I mean, look, it's in terms of new vocabulary. We'll have a little look. I think in this, there's only really one bit that I want to focus on in terms of this. I'll give you just a couple more seconds, and then I'll tell you what the answers are. Evelina says that she agrees with Leondina. Okay, well, it looks like we're going to agree with Leondina, so let's see what the answers are. Marina F also agrees. So here are the correct answers. So well done, Leondina, and well done to everybody. Now, I'm very pleased that you all got one that I, for ages, have got wrong. So, D, no, don't you fear. Up until recently, I really misheard this lyric. In fact, I misheard it so badly, it has a completely different meaning. But up until about, I would say up until about 6 weeks ago, I always thought the lyrics were, I'll be ready, never you fear, I'll touch myself. I I've always thought that it was that. And when I think about it, I think to myself, why did I think that? It makes no sense in the lyrics. It has a really different meaning, a very rude one. But I'm glad that I'm wrong. So yeah, so you guys did a better job than me in terms of listening to to the chorus of Baywatch, and well done, all of you. I'll be ready. Now, the one lyric that I want to look at here is B, where it says, when the edge, when the, okay, so the lyrics of B, oh, come on. When the edge of surrenders in sight. Okay, when the, is that the really the lyrics? When the edge of surrenders in sight. Okay. What I want to look at here is the edge of surrenders. Okay. What do we think this means? A. You're on the edge of a cliff. B. You're close to giving up. C. You surrender the fight. What do you think in this context this means? Okay, think about the context of Baywatch. You're talking about lifeguards, and lifeguards' jobs are to run into the sea to try and save people who are drowning, who are injured, who might have been attacked by something, whatever it might be. Leondina says B. Do you agree with Leondina? Um, okay, guys. Yes, B, B, B. Okay, 2 votes for B. Can I have one more vote for B? Or maybe you want to vote for A? Maybe it means that you're on an edge of a cliff. Okay, good. Answer is B. Well done, guys. Okay, now let's move on to, yes, Alejandra, yes, Evelina, Bruno, and Leondino. Well done. The correct answer is B. So if you're on the edge of surrenders, in this case, yeah, you are close to giving up. You can't go on. And that's when you need a lifeguard. In this case, what was his name? Hoffman. David Hoff, was it David Hoffman? D. Hoffman. I know his first name was D. Hasselhoff. David Hasselhoff. That's it. David Hasselhoff and Pamela Anderson. Yes, that was it. Okay, Friends. Ding 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 ding. Ding 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 ding. Okay, now Friends. It was a very popular show. Let's see how well you know the lyrics. I'm not going to do anything of the chorus. Well, I'm going to sing the chorus, but in terms of trying to guess, because I'm pretty sure every single person, even if it's not your first language, I don't know how many people don't know this song. So Ooh, this is a. I didn't know this was a lyric. Well, I didn't know this was a lyric. We'll see if you guys know if this is a lyric. Uh, nope. There we go. Nope. Come on. There we go. Okay. Feel free if you think you already know the lyrics, then come in with your predicted answers, but please don't look up the actual answers. Da 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 da. Na, na, da, 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 da. Okay, so we got E. So we've got, so no one told you like blank. It's going to work exactly like we did with Baywatch. So um, in this case, you need to think of about 2 to 3 words. Okay, so about 2 to 3 words are missing, and what you need to look out for are abbreviation sounds. So this is a bit of a listening practice with a focus on listening to the type of abbreviations. You know, for instance, instead of you are, is it your? Instead of I have, is it I've? These sort of things. So I'm going to sing it twice. I know this is a very popular one. So I'm going to give you about, let's say, okay, I'm going to give you about 30 seconds, and then I'll go through it twice. What I would say, like before, have a little think. These are very well-known lyrics, so some of you probably already know all of them already. For those of you who don't know, have a little think again. Okay, where does the blank come in the sentence? Do I need a verb to be? Do I need a verb? Maybe you recognize it's meant to be a past continuous, for example. So let's get into it. And I am going to clap. So no one told you life was gonna be this way. Your job's a joke. You're broke. Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Well, I'll start again. See, it's really difficult. I've always known this tune, but singing is a bit difficult. Okay, let's go again. So no one told you life was gonna be this way. Your job's a joke, you're broke. Your love life's DOA. It's like you're always stuck in second gear when it hasn't been your day, your week, your month, or even your year. But I'll be there for you when the rain starts to pour. I'll be there for you like I've been there before. I'll be there for you 'cause you're there for me too. Right, we're going to go again. I'll sing it again, and you guys can come in with your live chat comments. If you already know the answers, sing along. Why not? It's always great with friends. So no one told you life was gonna be this way. Your job's a joke, you're broke, your love life's DOA. It's like you're always stuck in second gear when it hasn't been your day, your week, your month, or even your year. But I'll be there for you when the rain starts to pour. I'll be there for you like I've been there before. I'll be there for you 'cause you're there for me too. There we go. And yes, it's always good fun. Actually, you know what? I can't believe this, but when I was teaching in the actual classroom, I don't think I did music English very often, but when I think about it, I really should have. If I find myself in the classroom again over the summer or something like that, then I think I'm going to have to do a little bit of music English here and there. It's really good fun when you're singing good tunes, well, fun tunes, I should say. Leondina says A was gonna, B, you broke, C, DOA, D, stuck in, and E, I've been. Irina F says A was gonna, B, you broke. So far you've got very similar, well, you've got similar answers to Leondina. Come in with more of your answers. If you agree with Irina F and Leondina, let me know by saying, I agree. Dun dun do 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 dun do 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 do. Do 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 ma da 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 da. But when it hasn't been your day, it in your year, but I'll be there for you when the rain starts to fall. I'll be there for you. Bruno says A, it's gonna, B, broke, C, DOA, and D, stuck, and EB. Okay, so really close, similar answers. We'll see what the correct answers are. I just want to look up something. What? Oh, right. Okay, there we go. Excellent. So let's have a little look. Ding 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 ding. Bum ba da da la 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 la. There we go. So those are the correct answers. Well done. And let's have a little look at one or two bits of language. First one. What does DOA stand for? Remember, the lyrics are your love life is DOA. So what does DOA stand for? B. There we go. Bad language. A little bit bad language there, I suppose. Okay, so what does DOA stand for? Remember, the lyrics are your love life is DOA. What do you think the correct answer is? Another one I think we should look at here is ba, ba, ba. We've got two questions. So for the first one, you guys are saying A. Evelina has said A. Bruno has said A. And I'm going to tell you straight away that the answer to question 1 is in fact A. So well done. Let me know what you think the answers are to question 2. So yes, dead on arrival. So if your love life is dead on arrival, it means you have basically no love life. It's just blur. You know, you go on a date and that's about it. You do not have a relationship. Dead on arrival. Yes. What about 2? What does stuck in second gear mean? Does it mean your car can't get out of second gear? Or does it mean your progression in life is really slow? Question 2B. Leondina says for question 2 is also B. Answer for question 2 is B. Yes, correct. Well done, guys. Excellent. So we now move on to the last one. Dun, 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 dun. Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. Do 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 do. I drove. Now this is a story. Mama, little in my neighborhood. Da 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 da. So we're going to listen to the beginning, and we're going to do the beginning and the very end because this is a long song. Let me know in the live chat section if you watched Prince of Bel-Air as a child growing up. Bit of classic Will Smith. Okay, and we'll also look at the last one. Da 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 do do do. Yes, you do remember it? Ah, it was great, wasn't it? It really was great. So, A, B, C, D. E, F, G. Okay, let's see how we go. Again, I'm going to give you 30 seconds just to look through. Maybe you want to prepare some of your answers. Maybe you think you already know the answers. So this is a story. For each one, I would say you need to think of you need to listen for about 2 to 3 words. 2 to 3 words for each one. That's what I would say for this one, okay? So you need to listen for about 2 to 3 words in order to try and answer these ones over here. And I can confirm a question that was asked earlier. Do physical lessons start 1st of June? The answer is yes. 1st of June, guys. That is indeed when. That is indeed when we will return to physical classes. 1st of June. Very exciting indeed. Looking forward to it. I hope the travel restrictions open up a little bit. Malta has now become quite safe, actually, in terms of COVID. I hope people, if students come, they don't have to quarantine for 2 weeks. If they've got a negative test, maybe they can, they can enjoy Malta. It's just about making sure you come with a negative test. That's the important thing. Anyway, we'll see how things get along. Okay. Let's see. So I'm now going to let's do this. Now, this is a story all about how my life got flipped, turned upside down. And I'd like to take a minute, just sit right there. I'll tell you how I became the prince of a town called Bel-Air. Ba-dum bum 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 bum. Ba-dum bum 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 bum. And then we skip all the way to the end with... I pulled up to the house about 7 or 8 and I yelled to the cabbie, "Yo homies, smell ya later." I looked at my kingdom, I was finally there to sit on my throne as the Prince of Bel-Air. Okay. You know what, now that I'm singing it, I want to sing a little bit more. So we're going to do it again. I think I'm just going to add a little bit more to it, just to feel a little bit more of the groove. So, round 2. Now, this is a story all about how my life got flipped, turned upside down. I'd like to take a minute, just sit right there. I'll tell you how I became the prince of a town called Bel-Air. In West Philadelphia, born and raised, on the playground was where I spent most of my days. Chilling out, maxing, relaxing, all cool and all, shooting some b-ball outside of the school. When a couple of guys who were up to no good started making trouble in my hey neighborhood. I got in one little fight and my mom got scared. She said, "You're moving with your auntie and uncle in Bel-Air." Boom, 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 boom. I whistled for a cab, and when it came near, the license plate said fresh and it had a dice in the mirror. If anything, I could say that this cab was rare, but I thought, now forget it, your homies to Bel-Air. Ba-dum, bum, 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 bum. And now the final bit. I pulled up to the house about 7 or 8, then I yelled to the cabbie, "Yo homies, smell you later." I looked at my kingdom, I was finally there to sit on my throne as the Prince of Bel-Air. Absolute classic, as we would say in English, when you listen to something or you sing along to something that reminds you of the past, and you think to yourself, you know what, that's a classic. It always puts a smile on your face. It's a bit like, what else would I say is a classic? It's a bit like, for instance, Queen. Queen with, "We are the champions, my friends." Dun, dun. Or what other ones can I think of that, are classics? Probably Lion King, or like Jungle Book. Yeah, Jungle Book's always good. Ba-ba-bum. I wanna be like you. Ooh, ooh, ba-ba-ba-da-ba-doo. Leonina says A is all about how. B, upside down. C, just sit right there. D, I pulled up. E, F, E or F, my kingdom. G, to sit on. Evelina says, I only remember it in Italian. Then that is some good homework to do, Evelina. Try and watch The Prince of Bel-Air, or listen to the song, actually. Try and listen to the song of Prince of Bel-Air in English. I think that's a really good idea. Okay, so I will now tell you what the answers are. You guys have come in with some of your answers. Um, okay, so I just realized the time. F, E. Okay, so there was a question about E, yes? Okay, and there we go. Those are the correct answers. A, all about how. B, upside down. C, just sit right there. D, I pulled up. E, I yelled. Yelled! That's the thing that I wanted to look at because I've just realized. I know I've taken a little bit longer. Sorry, I know I haven't given you guys much time to respond to this, but we don't have enough time anymore. Yelled. The word that I wanted to look at here is yelled, which simply means shout. It's another word for shout. Pulled up in a car. This is a way of saying I pulled up to the house. Kind of American, but drove to the destination and stopped outside. That's what pulled up means in this case. I pulled up to the garage, I pulled up to the house, I pulled up to the office. It's very American English, I would say. So guys, thank you so much. Make sure you like the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel, and I will see you guys next week. Same time, 4:30 on Monday. A big thank you to Evelina, Leondina, Arena F, Bruno, and anyone else, Alejandra, and anyone else who has watched and participated in the live chat. A big thank you to everyone else who's been watching as well. Like I said, I'm sorry for the last one. I didn't give you guys much time to reply. It's just that I've realized the time. You too, Lee and Dina. Thank you so much. Have a great weekend. Have a great weekend, everyone. And I'll see you next week. Take care. Bye for now. You too, Evelina, as well. Bye for now.